Because we don't.
Yeah, remember we had to guess?
We got it before in the past.
Yeah.
It worked like 1 or 2 times.
Yeah.
And I remember we started to have to guess.
Hey, everybody. Welcome in to the LaserLion Podcast.
Thanks for tuning in. I'm Philip Shuck.
I'm Trevor Cruz.
I'm Travis Ingram.
Welcome. It's Friday. What's today? The 7th?
Early
February
morning
7th?
Friday.
Are we sure it's working?
I think it's working.
It's getting our audio?
Well, we'll find out. Let's see.
All right.
How do I go to...
If there's any live listeners out there,
Let us know.
let us
Yeah, it
know if
seems
the
like it's
audio
working.
is working.
All right, cool. Yep, it's working.
Yep, it's working. Hang on. Oh, God.
How's it sound?
We already just want to listen to it instead of acting it out.
I always try to make it go full screen with the comments, and every time I do it, it just always goes like the regular full screen. Maybe somebody has to make a comment for it to...
Gotcha.
Somebody comment. Give me the layout. Anyway, welcome in.
Mm-hmm.
It's Friday, the 7th. Everybody knows what happens on Sunday if you like watching movies.
The Oscars.
What is that? Price is Right?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, and actually,
If you're staying home from school today, you might be
sitting on
that
the
music.
toilet at your office or maybe at your cubicle. Do people? Oh, yeah. I guess you bring your headphones into the bathroom sometimes at work.
I don't.
Or people just blast their videos now. There's like no shame anymore.
I mean,
What do you think about bathroom video etiquette? I always want to do it, like when you're in public. Obviously, when you're in your house,
Right.
go for it. But in public, I don't do it. What about y'all?
I won't play the audio while I'm sitting. It'll be silence.
Yeah.
I don't watch videos like that.
It's embarrassing, honestly. I feel like if I'm in the stall or if I hear it, I'm like, how do you have the gumption to have the volume on?
I know.
Gumption.
But you know how there's
That's a good word.
There's all these autoplay things on all these sites now. You know, you're scrolling on Facebook, and sometimes you can tell it's an accident. And it's happened to me before. You scroll and it's like, and you're like, oh my god, hitting the button to make it go off.
Drop your phone in the toilet. Well, like YouTube. Now, when you scroll on YouTube, the video will just like if you park on a video for a second when you're scrolling in the feed, it just starts playing.
Silent. Well, does it play silently?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It plays silently, and then it closed captions it.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
You can see, I'm like, oh, this is nice, and,
That's cool.
you can kind of get around watching ads that way too, because you can just watch. It won't play ads in that format.
Oh, nice.
Now that I've said it, and I'm sure other people have said it, it's going to do it. But
Yeah. They're going to change the algorithm.
yeah,
It's kind of, I like that feature on YouTube because I can kind of scroll and get started and then I'm like, well, yeah, I do want to watch this. And then I click in. And
Right.
usually it'll pick it up. If you watch it long enough, it'll pick in that mode. It'll pick it up from where you left off.
Oh, right.
But if you do it, you know, not long enough, it'll start it from the beginning.
Right. Yeah, or it'll make you watch the ad sometimes before it shows you the video.
Yeah.
And then it'll start. It's weird.
Oh,
Wow.
Should
Cool.
we
The other
jump
thing
in?
I like about YouTube app
we're
is...
talking about the app. I was a little confused.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like, do you watch the app do you use the app on your phone?
Not a whole lot.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if you use it on your phone, it does that.
Okay.
That's like exclusively what I watch now is YouTube on the app on my phone.
Yeah. Yeah. I watch it on the TV at home.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I use it a lot.
Sometimes I do it on the TV as well.
Yeah.
But I like the feature where you can click a video and then you can minimize it and keep watching it, but scroll and find like what you want to watch next.
Yeah, so it keeps going.
And I've always thought Netflix should do that.
Yeah, that's a
I
great
feel like
idea.
they would get so much more traffic because you could be like, I don't know what to watch. You put something on and you can play it in the little box and keep scrolling.
It's picture in picture. It's like
yeah,
the cable
it's like
picture in picture.
I feel like
you know?
that would work great for Netflix.
Yeah.
It would, user retention or whatnot.
There you go, Netflix. That one's a freebie.
Yeah. I just saved your business plan right there.
Whoa.
Copy YouTube.
There's a
Windy.
scrapper out
Yeah,
there.
more scrappers. Are
More
We had some
scrappers.
serious weather last night here in Orlando.
Oh my goodness.
Cool front that came in was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's windy outside now.
It was windy yesterday.
Yeah.
It was a blustery day.
Mm-hmm.
Happy Wednesday. It was.
Thursday?
Thursday, though.
Thursday.
was a Winnie the Pooh reference. Yeah, in the middle of the night, like a band came through and just dumped on us. I thought some limbs were gonna snap in my backyard.
Yeah, it was crazy. I was like, oh man, I didn't even. I was gonna like work out or whatever. I usually pull the cars out of the garage, but I was like, I'm gonna work out tonight instead of last night.
Yeah,
the weather was like just kind of nasty.
Yeah, that's why I didn't work out either.
I was like,
the weather outside prevented me
and
from
the weather's
out.
bad.
It's raining.
My bones ache. It's cold.
I'll always find something.
Yeah.
Working out's for suckers.
We watched that show Chernobyl last night instead of working out, which
nice.
I'm always like,
it's a good trade-off.
I can't decide if I want to go, like, if I want to be one of those people who's like, yeah, this show's been out for like a year now. Do I want to talk about it or not? Like late to the game.
Right.
But it's still fun to talk about it. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
I haven't seen it, so we can't ruin it
I won't ruin any.
Except for all the historical facts.
There's a meltdown, people die.
Yesterday
you blew it.
Yesterday we watched that video you showed us on YouTube. It was like an infographic of all the nuclear warheads that have been detonated since like the inception of it or whatever.
Oh my God, let's talk about that. There was 2,400 over that number.
How many since? So like I was born in 84. You were 85, and you're 87. Mm-hmm. And like, what was it like since 84?
I think it was almost 400 nuclear missiles and nuclear
warheads or whatever
have been set off since we've been born.
It's crazy, and it's crazy how many were in that Trinity site that in Nevada or Mexico. Where was it?
New Mexico.
Yeah. Oh my God, it was crazy.
Have y'all seen that video? Any watchers? If there are any, because we'll link it in the comments. But it's crazy. And then we looked up since our dads were born. Remember, we looked up.
Right.
We were like, when did all of our dads born?
It was like 4,000.
No offense to the moms.
Yeah. I don't know why we
just
assume the dads are older.
Why we think dads?
I think that's why we defaulted.
Yeah, we defaulted to the oldest dad.
Yeah.
And so it was like 1952.
I think so.
Anyway, and it was like 2,000, since our dads were alive.
Scary amount.
And the thing, it's scary for a lot of reasons, but one of the reasons we were talking about it was we were like, why does no one talk about the number of nuclear explosions that were set off and something like global warming? Mm-hmm. Why has no one said that? I haven't heard one scientist or YouTuber or conspiracy theorist even say anything. So you heard it here first from these conspiracy theorists. What's the deal? That's got to affect something. Mm-hmm. We talked about how they always warned us when we were young about, if there was ever a nuclear war, there's going to be nuclear fallout, nuclear winter, acid rain, and now all this, it's got to affect something. And you brought up the thing about, probably the hole in the ozone layer.
Oh, yeah. And speaking of, are people talking about it? So I Googled it last night, and I stumbled on a forum. Mm-hmm. And it was it's quickly shut down, and they use math. And it's like, if the energy's this, they were like breaking it down by energy. And I was like, I don't know.
Right.
And it was just a thing. It was like, if it's anything, it's so micro matter, it doesn't even matter.
Or the cows farting.
Pretty soon you won't even be matter.
But the cows farting and the use of plastic straws.
Yeah.
Those are, atrocities to mankind.
Right.
And female kind.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
I think it's crazy. I think it's a cover-up.
Mm-hmm.
Or mass delusion.
The one thing I will say, without spoiling too much, I'm not going to spoil too much of Chernobyl, but I think I'm assuming that there was probably this overwhelming sense of almost like hubris or just not knowing, and plus with mixed with ego and arrogance and all this stuff, because
that's what the show is about, basically.
Yeah, and it's like they make it seem like the people who were there at ground zero were like, no, it's fine. It's fine. But actually, the core's still there. It's impossible for a reactor core to explode.
Yeah.
It's impossible that you saw graphite on the ground. It's like
right.
And then, you know, it
the
quickly,
numbers don't add up.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
if it is anything, it's so,
and like
so minute.
it's called like a decimeter or whatever, the thing that measures how much radioactivity there is. Mm-hmm. And the ones that they had were low level decimeters, so they only went up to like 3.6,
Right,
which is like really low. Which is like technically it's like the equivalent of like a chest X-ray at 3.6, but it was like
way above.
it's.
Yeah, it just was at the
man.
max, you know.
Yeah.
So.
It was basically just like
max of the test.
a reactor hole was wide open, and it was just spewing radiation and smoke and ash that's all covered in radiation into
But
the air.
that didn't have a big effect. You know, the numbers don't match.
Yeah. And it was like...
There's like mutant wolves there still.
Yeah.
Well, so I was like, I'm going to do a little Wikipedia search on it, right? Mm-hmm. And well, it was funny because Ashley goes, when was this? When did this happen? And I was like, this is how dumb I am. I was like, you know, probably like 1950s, 1960s, right? Because I'm like, yes, stupid shit happened in the 1950s and 60s all the time, you know, like all those warhead testing, all that stuff. No, 1986.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking probably like...
It was 3 days before my second birthday. And then it wasn't until they really started doing anything about it until like my birthday. So it's like this had been spewing radiation for like 3 days straight.
Yep.
And I'm sure potentially past that. And they said the final like cleanup official, like, it's done, it's repaired, it's cleaned up, is like, I think 2065.
Yeah, they're still paying money to like citizens of Belarus.
but it's not a big effect.
Yeah,
it
no
can't
effect.
affect the environment. So what we've learned here is Chernobyl has something to do with your birthday.
Yes. So whenever you think of Chernobyl,
Connect the pieces, people.
say happy birthday to Trevor and Alex Bird if you're listening.
So was
and,
your
my
birthday?
brother-in-law? So we all
Was
have the
your
same
was your birthday when it happened, or when they started cleaning it up, or both?
It was before my birthday. It was on the 26th, I think, of April, 1986.
So your birth ushered in them getting their act together.
Yeah. Well, I was 2. I was born in 84.
Oh.
So it was my second birthday.
When they cleaned it up.
Yeah, when they actually started really getting serious about doing something. So it happened.
Right, so you have both, you know,
Yeah.
anniversaries
Yeah.
coincide with your birthday.
Yeah. But it's like, you know, when you're watching it, you know what happened, or like, you know, radiation is bad just
Right.
because of the history, and so it's like common sense would, like, you watch, like, people are like going to watch the fire, you know.
Yeah, it looks. I mean, if it looked the way they portrayed it, it looked awesome.
Yeah, they're like,
I would have
it's
looked at it.
beautiful, and they're
Remember,
all
we
like hanging
looked at the
out.
bombs videos. The
And they
atomic
look
bomb.
cool.
Oh, yeah, they look
said
cool.
there was
They
like
look
a
amazing,
big blue light emanating into the sky. From
Yeah.
it. I was like, this must be cool.
Yeah, there and then, like, you know, ash starts coming down, and it's like looks like snow, and they're all just playing in it, and you're like, oh no, this is so bad. This is not gonna go well.
Yeah.
And I looked up on the Wikipedia page. There's an actual photo, which they probably took when it first initially happened. There's like an aerial photo of like the explosion of where the what the hell, I forget what it was called. It's like chamber number 4 or whatever it was exploded. It's crazy.
Yeah, there's video on YouTube that they almost recreated shot for shot of actual documentary people that were on the roof.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and like these people with their cameras, you know, they were filming it. So it's like, what happened to those people? One.
Yeah.
And like they recreated almost shot for shot
That's
some of the documentary footage in the show.
That
It's really
makes
cool.
sense, because it feels like when you watch the show, you're like, it feels like a documentary, like, narrative.
Yeah, they had really good source material.
Yeah, it's cool. It's very cool. So we're definitely worth watching.
Remember when we were watching the footage of the test site explosions in New Mexico? We were like, how did they protect the film and those cameras? It's like buses are getting blown over, trees are snapping in half. We're like, what did they do to, like, you know, was that camera in a block of cement, you know, with a hole for the lens?
Well, there was that
What
one
do they
time,
do?
you know, it showed the photographers, and it was just the 3 people with those wooden tripods filming it. And it's like, okay, hope you know what you signed up for.
We were like talking. We were giving the voices to the camera guys. We were like, "Boy, oh boy, this is gonna change the world, fellas."
Yeah.
And the next day, they're like, "My stomach's not sitting well with me. I think that tuna salad might have not sit well with me, fellas. How you feeling?"
Yeah. Or like the one guy's like arrogant. He's the only one with the jacket, and he's like, "You guys are idiots. You gotta bundle up." You know? Amateurs, and
Get
he's
sand in your gears.
Yeah.
Either you either you fellas, your fingernails falling off.
It's normal around now, right?
Cy said, "Yeah,
Getting old."
the camera was in a block of cement."
It really was.
I don't know. Is
I
that
bet.
true? It probably was. It had to have been. But like the one clip that we saw, it seemed like they were standing right next to it, no concrete, nothing. And the camera pans over from this freaking mushroom cloud, and these three dudes standing there with tripods and cameras. You're like,
That's just funny. See,
no.
that means there was a fourth cameraman who was filming the shot we were watching, and so there's a nuclear blast going off, and he's like, "Let me look at these guys."
Yeah.
He knows what's going on.
Like, oh.
He's the one. He's like, "Look what we're doing. We're dead."
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, I wonder how those guys are doing over there."
Have they changed yet?
How's the shot? Still looking good over there, Phyllis?
Yeah. In that show, it definitely seems like the radiation takes effect very quickly.
Oh yeah.
And
For some of those people that were like right next to it, yeah.
it's very disturbing.
But it doesn't affect the environment. The math's not there. Like
Oh,
it can't.
yeah. Global
You know.
warming, none of that. Yeah,
Yeah,
climate
and
change.
it probably doesn't go into the sea and the animals we eat.
No.
and,
Yeah.
it doesn't do anything. So
Yeah.
we're pretty good here.
It's why our brains are bigger. And
Yeah.
everything.
My third eye is really opening up.
Yeah.
Literally.
It's crazy.
But remember,
It's-
like when they finally stopped doing it in New Mexico, then they went and did it in the
yeah,
ocean.
they went into the ocean.
And the islands and stuff out in the ocean,
Yep.
Yeah.
and then in the sea. But that doesn't affect the fish.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Or the sea life.
Yeah, whales are probably like, what the hell? You know, they hear, like we were talking, they must hear for miles and under the
Yeah, we're
water.
thinking the shock wave. You're like swimming along. It's like,
Oh yeah.
What was that?
andale.
Oh man. Yeah.
Nuclear bombs, they're not good. Change my mind.
Yeah.
It was like
Prove me wrong.
we watched all that stuff, and then I was telling you guys about the Alex Jones stuff, and I was like getting real bummed out, and then I was like, I don't know why. I was like, let's watch Chernobyl. You know, it's like I know
Further
this is
bum
gonna
out.
Yeah, I was like, I'm going to continue this bum out wave I'm on, and watch this.
Yeah.
But hashtag bum out wave. But
Bum out wave.
Yeah. It was-
My favorite thing of that show
Good
is how they
acting,
call
though.
everyone comrade.
Oh yes,
Yeah, comrade.
Comrade. It's one of those shows too. It's like just get a bunch of really good actors and everybody speaks in their native like accent and everything. There's no like nobody. It's like sometimes they'll cast a bunch of people and it's like all right, everybody's Russian, and in this one it's like this guy's British, this guy's whatever, but it's like we're all Russian.
You got
know,
like
it's
Jennifer Lawrence going like,
Yeah.
I am a spy. I
I
will break in.
am Red Sparrow.
I am Red Sparrow.
This will be good for me.
Do you want to see my breasts?
I go swim now. Oh yeah, you know in that trailer she doesn't talk at all. That's like
Yeah, they don't start
there-
talking at
That's
all.
exactly why you're like,
Yeah.
oh woof.
Red Sparrow.
It's distracting.
That's what that movie's called, right? Red Sparrow.
I think
Yeah.
so, yeah.
And why is it always all the movie accents are either Russian or Boston? It's like if you ever
right.
do anything other than your native tongue, like what can you do? Like I am Russian or Boston. every movie they're like, oh, this is gonna be cool, gritty, like drama. Yeah, and they're like, oh,
Russian. Yeah.
everybody's trying to be Boston. And you're like, where's this even set?
Yeah.
It's not even
Florida.
in Boston. Everyone's
It's in
like,
Vancouver.
What are you talking about? It's Boston here.
Jimmy, you gotta come on.
Yeah,
Boston.
I got this beautiful girlfriend over here. You know,
I can't do
she's touching my privates. She's like, Ricky, don't tell him that. She's got a weird accent.
I swear, like, you know, when you watch the old movies and everyone's like, frankly, I don't give a damn. You know, they got that like weird, like grammar school, like half British, half American,
real proper.
Yeah, proper. Like it was like
it's like a movie accent.
It was like the radio and TV and video, you know, movie language.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I swear, like Boston accent is the new one.
No offense to any Bostonians watching this.
Yeah. No, the normal people are fine. It's all the Hollywood people like just getting together and be like, let's all do the Boston accent for some reason.
Yeah, some producers in a meeting. He's like, what kind of accents these guys got? Boston.
Love it. Yeah,
love it.
Greenlit.
All right. Well, who wants lunch? Lunch.
The movie is called Boston.
How do you like them apples?
Yeah. What? This is in Africa.
A bunch of Bostonians came to Africa, started a mob.
Yeah. Hey, look at that! Look at
the lion over there.
Giraffe. Oh man, how'd you like to swallow down that big old neck? Look at all the neck meat. I don't even know what that is.
It's a freak from Boston.
Yeah. Wow. Well, hey, speaking of movies,
we've also learned that we can't do accents very well.
Yeah.
We'll work on them, though. We'll get better.
We'll work on them.
Yeah. I feel like
Boston.
It's harder when
Boston.
you're Boston.
Like, I gotta go get my car.
How do you like
Gotta
them
move the car.
apples?
I'm
Gotta
gonna
move the car.
Gotta move the car. I'm double parked. I gotta move the car. I'm double parked. They're gonna tow me. What do you want me to do? They're gonna tow my car. I'm double parked. Vicky, give me the keys to the goddamn car. I'm double parked. Vicky, keys now.
See, this is an Oscar-worthy performance here.
Yeah.
I'm moved to tears
Good segue.
and laughter, and my soul. It can pierce right through to the soul, that Boston accent. Mm-hmm. You lose yourself to the drama of the film you're watching.
Piercing is a good word for it.
Yeah.
Piercing.
And speaking of losing yourself into the drama and the Oscar-worthy performances.
Yeah. We
Who's excited for the Oscars?
I get excited. In the end, I get excited when I hear they're coming up. There's like a process. It's like I don't care. The Oscars are fake. They're staged. But then you can't help but get excited for them.
And then all the other award shows come out, and you're like, okay, I'm good.
Yeah,
Because every other one comes out before the Oscars.
Right. It kind of sets the tone for how the Oscars are potentially going to go. But I'm excited.
I always think of the Golden Globes as the people who should have won, like. Usually based on merit, and then the Oscars are the political votes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so the Golden Globes came around to be like, well, you really should have won.
Yeah. What about the BAFTAs?
Oh.
Those seem like more, I don't know what the right word is, like prestigious or something. Not prestigious, but...
It's more like
maybe more accurate as well, but people don't care as much about them.
What's the one that's like peer voted on, like by peers?
Is that the BAFTA?
Or is that SAG? The SAG Award.
Maybe that's the SAG Award.
Okay, I like that one. I think that one's kind of classy. But I don't know. It seems like I don't know. What was the one before where Joaquin Phoenix was?
BAFTA.
Was that BAFTA? The one where he made the
most recent one.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
where
there was
he's getting on a high horse.
Yeah.
But fill in the blank.
Yeah, I know.
In this season, he's done something at every one.
It was kind of nice. Like whatever the one was before the SAG, they got it kind of out of their system, and then SAG happened, and then that was more
Golden
just
Globes
like,
were first.
Oh, that's what it was. It was the Golden Globes, and then it was like the SAG one was more just like everybody's like chummy and like actually like expressing their love for the art form more so than making it political. I'm sure there's political stuff in there too, but you know what I mean? Like the Brad Pitt, I thought Brad Pitt's speech was awesome. Like he cracked some good jokes about like Tarantino, and then like even Joaquin's like SAG.
They probably feel like
speech
not
nice.
as many people are watching. They can be a little more comfortable.
Yeah.
I feel like
then we get into the Oscars and it's like back on. Yeah.
I feel like judging from a far distance, not knowing anything about it. I feel like the SAG Awards and the BAFTA Awards maybe seem like more. Like we said, I don't know. What did we say? More legit or something, or more, you know.
It's more focused on, I think, their...
You have a
less
bit
political,
more reverence,
Yeah.
and the Golden Globes are maybe accurate but goofy.
Right.
It's like kind of the goofy cousin.
Yeah, they are
and
the
then
goofy
the Oscars
ones.
are like fancy but political.
Yeah.
Yep.
Whatever that means.
Yeah. No, I agree. But yeah, I'm excited. I look forward to it. Is there no host again? I don't think there's a host again.
I don't know.
I think
that's
they're going
cool.
No host again. Yeah.
Whatever. Maybe they'll get who's that guy that always does it? Billy Crystal.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Get Billy Crystal to do it again.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah, speaking of the Oscars, we're gonna have a little contest with everybody. Basically, we're just gonna do some Oscar predictions, post up our ballots, and everybody can do theirs. You just have to post your ballot. Like we downloaded ours from Rotten Tomatoes, but speaking of rigged, but we got ours from the old internet. And we're just going to kind of go through and pick out which ones we think are going to win. That's what's weird, too, is like with the predictions, you got to pick what you think's going to win, not what you would want. But we can talk about that, maybe.
Yeah, you could talk about the comparison. But yeah, if you guys want to participate, submit your predictions to us in some way. Post them on this live video would be the best, or hashtag us in some way, like a photo. And like and subscribe to all our stuff. And the best predictions will win $100.
Yeah, if you you'll win $100, a $100 bill,
A crisp $100 bill.
Chris Tundo.
crispy. But yeah, and if there's ties, it's
Maybe we'll have some
basically gonna come down to
honorable
who posted
mentions.
first. Oh yeah, yeah. So do you want to look at this?
If there's ties, we'll pick our favorite one,
yeah.
Okay.
favorite person, or the
Well-
person who likes and subscribes the most and comments.
Yeah, I was gonna say we could just do like by timestamp, but that's
Or we'll
kinda-
think of another
that's kinda fun.
competition that you guys have to,
Oh yeah,
Fight to
you
the
know,
death.
yeah.
wrestle in a kiddie pool full of stew for that
Yeah.
$100. We'll film it. We'll put it on the podcast.
That's content.
Yeah.
So the other issue that I ran into, I highlighted the movie that I have watched this year.
Oh yeah.
And it's basically 4. So there's like whole
Yeah.
categories where I really shouldn't even give my opinion at all because I don't have one.
Right. Yeah, it is kind of tricky. I don't even know if this might be boring if we like try to go through this.
I know. I guess to highlight my predicament, I've only seen this year The Irishman, Joker, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I watched Toy Story 4 silently on a plane. My neighbor was watching it, and I was looking over at his screen for some reason. So that's like a halfie.
I hate when I get a halfie.
Especially on an airplane.
Oh, I know. It's awkward. Especially when you're in the middle.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's the only movies I've
Middle
seen that
halfie.
are nominated. What about you guys?
Yeah, that's the same. I mean, there's the Star Wars for.
Oh, Star
for
Wars.
Focus.
That was the only one
Y'all maybe have seen more than I have. Because I've only seen The Irishman, Joker, Marriage Story, and Once Upon a Time, I think.
You've seen more than I have. Well, I saw Toy Story 4.
And you saw Star Wars.
Oh yeah, you didn't see Star Wars yet?
No, I haven't seen it.
Those don't even count though. At least you saw Marriage
I wanted
Story.
to see the Marriage Story. I've almost watched it a bunch.
Yeah. We, I can't remember. We watched it.
But Kelly wasn't in the mood
Monday
for it.
night we watched it or something like that. So it was pretty good. I enjoyed it.
It looked great. I saw like a little scene,
Yeah.
little clip,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Holy cow, man!"
Yeah. There's like, was it like
Looks
where they were
some
arguing?
Good acting, yeah.
Yeah.
Dang, man, Adam Driver. Have y'all seen like interviews and stuff where they asked everybody in the cast of Star Wars, like, "Hey, would you like to come back for another Star Wars one day? You know, is the door open, or would you want to do a Disney Plus series?" And they're all like, "No,
Yeah.
no, never." No, that door is closed.
Yeah.
I mean, they probably want to get back to real acting.
Yeah.
I'm sure if
exactly.
they were paid enough, they would say yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll
Launched.
come back.
Certain
Launched
ones,
Yeah.
like
Maybe not. At the
I'm not
pay
going to
rate
name
they
names,
got.
but certain of those actors, what are they going to be doing? Let's be
Yeah.
honest.
Right.
Yeah. So should we just like burn off these or whatever? I don't know why the word.
I don't know.
burn
Who do
came
we
up.
think is going to be the best picture? Because,
I'm going to say 1917, although I haven't even seen it.
if I had to go political, I would say Little Women.
Oh, I
like,
feel
if I
like
had to
there's
go,
gonna.
like-
I feel like it might not get enough steam though.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you might be right. But
And
like,
it's
why was that?
it's a female director. It's Greta Gerwig. It's like
Why was that-
I don't. There's not have that many female directors gotten Best Picture. You know?
I know that there's been some.
Yeah.
The Hurt Locker, right?
Oh, right. Yeah. James Cameron's wife. Ex-wife. What was her name?
Did anybody else feel like that might have been political? Because James Cameron had Avatar that year, and they sat her right in front of him, like one row.
Yeah.
He was one row behind her, so they could get him in the same.
I think so.
And they were exes.
Oh,
it was like, it was drama.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that was a good movie, but I was like, that?
Yeah.
Right.
It won like tons of Oscars. It won like best sound design and sound editing and
now it's
best
not even
picture.
talked about.
And she won best director, didn't she?
Mm-hmm. Forgot her name.
I don't know what she's done since then. Oh, she did.
That's going to highlight another horrible
what was that movie?
trend. Is I haven't seen any film in the actress in a supporting role or actress in a leading role. I haven't seen any of those movies.
Oh man,
I'm gonna look like a misogynist.
So I'm gonna vote 1917 because I just have a feeling.
Okay, I mean
Although I want Joker to get it. That's what I want to get it.
I know that would be like the icing on the cake. Just
I'm
the
going
amount
Joker.
of money that it made and what's going on there.
I think you have a good prediction
Scrappers.
with 1917 because I think it won the Golden Globe.
And
you
it's
have a
that
good
director and Deakins.
They love him.
I'll
Deakins.
say, yeah. I mean, I would love for like Joker in 1917 to win. But I'm gonna go Little Women just to do it.
Mix it up.
Just because I feel like it might be like a political move.
I'm gonna go Joker just because
Nice.
it was my favorite. I think, and I don't know. I think it might win, but I want to ask a question real quick.
Yeah.
Was Little Women nominated in any of the other award shows?
Maybe I can look it up.
Is
'Cause
that
I
the
feel
book? Like
Yeah.
based off the book? The only reason I even know of that is because of Friends.
I feel like did it not
exchange
come
books.
out at the time of those awards or?
Maybe.
But no, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Something
like it felt like it was not really recognized very much. I didn't hear about it.
I didn't
really
hear
at
about it
all.
until almost looking at this sheet.
I
don't
heard that
even-
they had gotten some Oscar nominations, but I didn't hear about them in the Golden Globes. I think maybe Saoirse Ronan was nominated in the Golden Globes or something, but I don't
It's
know.
got 6 Academy Award nominations.
Good for it. But so, what's the next category?
I'm trying to look at the other ones. Y'all talk about the next category. I got to go get this cord from my computer.
All right.
I'm going to say...
Directing is the next category.
That's where I'm going to give my nod to Joker. I'll say Todd
Directing.
Phillips.
If I was doing the movies I've seen, I would say either Todd Phillips or Quentin Tarantino. But I'm thinking it's going to be Bong Joon-ho
Yeah, I know.
for Parasite. He seems to be kind of the award darling this
That
year.
got like shared director credit at the Golden Globes, I think. Like
You've said that before, and
there was
I've
two
seen somebody
names
else's
listed.
name, yeah, but it's not here.
Yeah.
I'm undecided, but I'm on the camera. I'm going to say Bong Joon-ho, but I might change my mind.
That's a good one.
If I'm just predicting what I think will win,
Yeah, that's what I was
not my choice.
Mm-hmm. That would be my number 2, I think.
Man, it's hard because Sam Mendes is kind of like a
He's like
award
a
darling
staple,
too.
yeah.
I feel like his movies pop up, and you're like, I feel like nobody in the country even saw those movies. I feel like they had come out the week before the award show,
Oh, they did, yeah. The
or
1917?
a week after the
Yeah.
award show.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes I don't understand what year movies are considered to be in.
It's like they
Like
get
they'll come
released
out-
in one theater and then
and then
hit
they
the
count, and then
nationwide.
they count.
Yeah.
Yeah, they get them in just in time or whatever.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. I wonder if that Parasite movie is going to win like some big.
Yeah, we were just talking about that
I'm
on
just
the
saying, I
directing.
think maybe Bong Joon-ho would win for directing.
I gave my nod to Todd Phillips for directing. Phil's going Bong Joon. Bong Joon.
What's your vote for directing?
I might go Todd Phillips. I kind of agree with Travis.
I've got nothing for actress. I can make a guess.
Let's make a guess.
I'm going to go Cynthia Erivo from Harriet.
Has ScarJo won?
Do you even know what Harriet?
No.
What is Harriet?
I don't know. Isn't it like a little girl movie?
About Harriet Tubman?
Harriet the Spy?
That could also be about Harriet Tubman.
Yeah. Harriet. That's a fun name.
What's Bombshell?
Renee Zellweger won it on the Golden Globes, if that affects.
Oh.
Judy.
Lots of times the people who win Golden Globes don't win it in the Oscars.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe she won't win the Oscar. This is harder than I thought, and it's probably not good content. We should try to just
I
blast
honestly
through
kind
this.
of.
Yeah.
I'm going Saoirse Ronan,
Okay.
Little Women. She's a great actress, but I haven't seen it.
Actor? I think I'm
I'll
giving
go
that
Saoirse
one.
also.
I'm going Joaquin Phoenix
Yeah.
Joker.
Yeah, I have to. Based on what you said about Marriage Story, maybe Adam Driver, but I have to go with Joker.
Adam Driver's a good actor, but I feel like he kind of does the same stuff a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he is. Okay.
He has good range, but it's like always the same kind of, I don't know.
Actress in a supporting role.
Oh,
Wow, look at that. ScarJo's nominated for both.
I know.
how does that? Oh, for Jojo Rabbit and for.
Wow. I'm going to give
I'm
her-
going Laura Dern Marriage Story.
Oh, woof.
Why?
She was all right. She was actually pretty good.
Was she bad?
No, she was good. She played. I didn't like
I
her
haven't seen
character,
it.
so she did a good job. You know, I was like, she was kind of an.
I'm going to do ScarJo. Give her a reprieve for not getting the big one. Actor in a supporting.
Hey, isn't that? I don't know how you say her last name. Florence Pugh.
Pugh?
Pugh.
Pugh.
Isn't she the chick from Midsummer?
Oh, maybe.
I think she is.
That's my grandma's last name.
Pugh.
Yep.
Actor in a supporting role.
I'm
I'm going Brad Pitt.
Okay, that's a good one. I'm doing Joe Pesci.
Ooh, that'd be like the upset.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
I liked him in that. I thought he was a good. I want to kind of want to do Brad Pitt, but
I'm okay.
it's probably going to be Anthony Hopkins.
I never saw Two
Original
Popes.
screenplay.
Two Popes. Yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
The Oscars, they do like. That's a good. That might win.
I bet
And it's
Parasite's
Anthony
gonna
Hopkins.
win best screenplay.
Yeah.
Original.
What?
Original screenplay? Probably Parasite.
I'm going Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I'm going Knives Out because I've read.
'Cause
a
I
lot
always
I've
of
heard
Yes.
good things about
Him,
Knives
the
Out.
writing one.
Adapted.
I'm going Joker.
Why? Can somebody explain to us why Joker's adapted? Is it just because it's a DC comic?
It's stupid.
That's insane.
I'm going to do
That's
Little
the only
Women.
reason.
I'll do Joker.
Ooh, Little Women.
That could be a good one. Okay, animated feature. It's got to be Disney.
I don't even care because we don't win money.
Yeah.
I know, but it's still fun.
Animated feature. I'm doing Toy Story.
Yeah, I
So
did Toy
saw
Story.
that.
I'm doing Toy Story.
Documentary.
Is Toy Story
feature.
Disney or Pixar or both?
Pixar.
Both.
Oh, it's
I'm
Pixar.
Disney.
But didn't they split?
Disney's owned by Pixar, or Pixar owns Disney.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, documentary. No idea.
How about For Sama?
You don't even know what that is.
It's
gonna go
about
with
Osama.
I'm
The
going The
Cave.
Cave.
Hey, Jinx.
Ooh, Honeyland, though. I've heard that name before. So
International
that's,
feature film Honeyland is also in that as well.
I'm doing Parasite there.
ooh, I'm doing
That's
Parasite.
got to be a lock. for
That's a
that.
lock.
Original score.
Ooh, who did the score for 1917?
Someone would give probably.
I'm going Joker.
I'm
just
going
because
Joker
It
too.
won the Golden Globes,
yeah.
and it was really good.
I'm doing Joker too.
Original song.
It was the first woman, I think, first standalone woman to win Best Score
Oh right.
at the Golden Globes.
I'm doing Rocket Man.
Original song, I'm going Rocket Man 2. Because I did see that movie.
I'm
It's a
going
good
Toy
movie.
Story.
All right.
to
Sound
mix it
editing. I'm doing Ford versus Ferrari.
Yeah.
Well, there's going to be a lot of gear shifting and.
Yeah, but you know Star Wars
I
is gonna
thought
have all
that might be one that they would throw to Star Wars.
They usually do that. It's like Lord of the Rings
because
or
it's
Star
so many
Wars or
fake
whatever.
noises, it's easy
Right.
for someone to be like, well, they must have made that up.
Well, you work so hard.
But the other one I could think
There's
is
sound mixing too.
I'm gonna go
Sound
forward.
editing.
Oh, I guess 1917.
1917 might do too.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that.
Because it's like they're also trying to make that movie's like supposed to be like one take.
Yeah.
Quote
Right.
unquote.
I feel like I'm going to switch. I'm switching mine. I'm doing sound editing 1917, sound mixing Ford versus Ferrari. Boom.
Okay. I'm gonna do the opposite of you, Travis.
Me too.
Makeup and hairstyling.
Actually, I'm doing Star Wars for sound editing.
I'm gonna do Judy because that's my mom's name.
Nice. What?
Wait,
the
what are you
makeup
doing?
for Joker, didn't he just,
Makeup and hairstyling?
Yeah.
In Joker, it's like
I'm gonna
he
go
bought
Maleficent.
that gun from The Simpsons that Homer invented that shoots makeup.
I'm going to do
Oh, yeah.
1917 because I feel like maybe we're like, look at all those soldier uniforms.
Right.
That's,
Costume
I picked the
designs.
wrong.
But there's no 1917 in there.
Yeah.
Ooh. I was thinking of the wrong thing.
I'm going Little Women.
I'm giving Once Upon a Time there. Jackets and jeans.
Yeah.
Cinematography, I'm going Deacons.
Yeah, you gotta go Deacon. I don't know. Joker
I'm
was
going
cool.
Little Women for costumes. I'm just going to,
That's what I did.
I'm gambling.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Jojo
On the
Rabbit could be a
dresses.
good gamble. Sounds dressy.
That's that.
I feel like
Hitler
Irishman
movie.
might win that one too.
Oh yeah.
Cinematography. Are y'all in cinematography?
Yeah, I am now. I'm doing 1970. Oh, excuse me.
Ew.
I got
What's the
it.
guy? Is it Robert Richardson?
Oh,
who
what
did
about The
Once Upon a
Lighthouse?
Time? Oh, that's on something now, by the way.
I got to watch it.
I heard
too.
that had good actors.
Yeah, it's got
Yeah.
Pattinson and Willem Dafoe.
Yeah, I heard William Dafoe was really good in it, but I
Man,
don't see him.
I'm trying to
cinematography is
watch it.
hard. You could see all of them winning.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like Joker was really good, I thought.
Yep.
And once upon a time, people they put all that out.
Well,
about
I
them
feel like,
shutting the streets down and filming.
What's the
everything.
guy's name who did cinematography for Birdman? And that was like kind of one take.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that might sway the vote,
Oh yeah, I'm going 1917.
but I don't know.
Production design, I'm gonna
I'll go
do Once Upon a
1970.
Time.
I'm gonna do Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
That was a good one.
Film editing.
Okay. Paris. Maybe Ford v Ferrari.
Maybe The
those action
Irishman.
scenes.
I know. I'm thinking The Irishman.
Oh.
I don't know.
Because it was jumping back and forth through time. I don't know.
but it was long. I don't know if that is against. I don't know.
Edit it down.
I'm going
Yeah.
Ford v Ferrari.
I'm going Irishman.
Visual
I'm doing
effects.
Parasite. Visual effects. I'm gonna do Avengers Endgame.
That's so funny that's some of the movies that make it into the Oscars now are so interesting.
Oh God. See, that's the one too that I feel like they'll throw to a Star Wars.
Yeah.
But maybe Lion King because it had all that revolutionary technology.
Yeah, look at this. It's like there's
newer.
3 Disney movies, 1 Netflix movie, and then only 1 original, non third party.
Yeah.
So what did everybody do for visual?
I'm kind of leaning Star Wars.
I'm going Star Wars.
All right, I did Avengers. Definitely not The Irishman.
Oh, but they might give it to it though
Oh, I know,
because
like
it's
a
all
pity-
political.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was thinking.
Oh, the Irish. That's a hard one, man. I might change my answers.
Documentary short subject. This was one you brought up, Phil. We could have gone and seen at the Enzion, which we did
Yeah.
not do. How long are they there for?
A day.
I don't know. Maybe we should just skip the last 3 sections because we haven't seen any of them. Documentary, short,
Yeah.
short film,
Yeah.
live action, and animated. Or just
I'm gonna guess based on names.
Look at this title: "Learning to skateboard in a war zone."
I'm doing walk.
That's what I'm doing.
I'm doing
Yeah.
walk, run, cha cha.
I'm doing the skateboard in a war zone.
I'm going a sister,
Oh, it says if you're a girl. I'm doing that one. Learning to skateboard in a war zone if you're a girl.
Yeah.
and then
Short film, live action.
what's Kit Bull? Animated. Oh yeah, live action. I did a sister.
I'm doing Brotherhood, going the opposite way.
Okay.
I'll do the NEFTA Football Club.
Short film, animated.
I'm gonna do Kit Bull.
Kit Bull?
I like that name.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this is
I'm
I'm gonna
doing
write my name on here.
Decora, which means daughter.
nice. I'll write my name. Turn this in. All right. Well, hope I pass.
Now you take this, take a photo of it,
I can take a photo of it and
Or
post it in the
whatever.
comments.
post it on the comments,
Yeah.
hashtag us in the show notes.
So yeah, so get your own ballot, tag it, post us, get it to us somehow before what time do the Oscars start?
Like all
on
of our
Sunday?
stuff,
Yeah, like all of
out
our
of courturity,
stuff.
Probably late.
Yeah.
and we'll give you $100 if you win.
Yep. But yeah, you have to submit before the Oscars start on Sunday.
Yes.
That's the only caveat.
And then you have to
Make sure to subscribe to all of our platforms.
This segment was brought to you by Tropical Smoothie Cafe.
Oh, yeah.
The best smoothies in the USA.
We had LaCroix with the boys last week. Now we're on smoothies.
Smoothies?
this morning.
Smoothies at the movies?
Smoothies at the movies.
So yeah, yep, I like it.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
To the best smoothies in the USA.
Detox Island Green with the peanut butter. Phil's
Yeah.
idea. Phil's go-to, and I copy him. It's delish.
It's a good one. Detox Island Green with the peanut butter.
It tastes healthy.
Tastes so good. No added sugar. Added peanut butter.
Added love.
All right, so enough of this boring crap.
how do we
Just skip that section. Once we start doing the Oscars, just if you're not interested, just blow past it.
We're
Probably
going to
about
put a
15
time
minutes.
code in the show notes somewhere how to skip past this.
Yeah, because that was a snooze fest. All right, what else can we talk about?
The other day I was watching
about
our
that.
last podcast in the shower, 'cause that's what I do, and I came up with a good talking point.
That you should have brought up back then.
Yeah. I was wondering if I wrote it down.
Have you seen the shower curtains that have pockets, all different kind of pockets, sizes in them?
No.
Oh,
It's like
yeah.
a plastic shower curtain with plastic pockets. So you can put your phone or your tablet or anything
Oh my.
in the pocket.
God.
And you can
Yep.
take a shower and watch your
Watch
TV.
YouTube.
I was
Watch
thinking
YouTube.
about doing that, but instead I bought like a stick, a thing you stick and are supposed to hang like loofahs on. But it perfectly fits my phone, so.
Is it in there in the water with you?
It's on the wall, on the opposite side of the wall, you know.
But it's like in the steam.
Yeah. Works
Yeah.
great. Sometimes I've dropped my phone, but always
But
works.
is it on the other side of the shower curtain?
No, it's in the shower
On the far wall?
on the far wall.
So it could get wet.
Oh yeah, it does get wet. But
Is it waterproof?
No, I don't think so, but I've dropped it.
Is it water resistant?
Must be. Because I've dropped it many times.
I think like the newer iPhones are waterproof.
because they got rid of the headphone jack.
I'm an Android boy.
Yes.
Oh, is that why? That's probably why.
Yeah.
Yep.
What was your talking point? Do you remember?
No, I forgot it. Actually.
You forgot it?
Yeah, now I remember. I was going to write it down, but my hands were all wet.
Well, why don't you? We'll hang back, and you watch through the podcast and try to remember what you're going to talk about.
Well, it was something about how. Remember when Kramer was? Oh, that's what it was. Would you?
Oh, it works.
Yeah. Remember in Seinfeld when Kramer was making that salad in the shower?
Yeah, I prepared it while I bathed.
Would you eat a salad that?
No.
But not bathed, but showered. It's sink water.
No.
The hands are cleaner. Why?
But you're
Like-
naked. There's naked steam coming off your body into the lettuce.
There's like exposed body hairs.
Exposed body hairs.
But there's always exposed body hairs, and it's not like they're coming
at
up.
that level.
You know,
There's
you have the
spit and snot and shampoo.
no. You're normal. You're a normal person. You've showered. You just happen to have the lettuce, and you want to clean it.
So you've showered. You're already clean.
yeah,
But he
And
was
then you're
showering.
just-
He was
Yeah.
showering.
Preparing this.
So what's the
so is there any circumstance that you would eat food prepared in the
somebody
If I
bathroom?
was
paid me.
starving, if I was in the Sahara.
They paid me money
Yeah.
to do it. I
Well,
do it for
'cause
$100.
Here's the other thing. Besides all those big talking points, is lettuce should be cold. You know, you don't want it prepared in hot, steamy.
Well, maybe it's a cold
shower.
shower. You know. Yeah. Ooh,
I mean-
ooh, yeah.
There might be a
Yeah.
small circumstance.
It's gonna be
where
all
I would do
wilted.
it.
Right. Maybe someone
Yeah.
scrubs potatoes. You know. Would you eat the potatoes?
Well, yeah, because you probably cook those. I mean, you'll heat those up
Here's
for a while.
here's a circumstance where I would eat it if they didn't tell me.
yeah.
yeah. I prepared it. As
While I bathed.
You turn into like Chris Farley in that fake SNL commercial.
You know, Kramer, he has brilliant ideas. He's insane. But you're like, not necessarily to use while you bathe, but
Right.
there's so much stuff over time that gets kind of
Oh,
clogged
yeah.
up in a
that
bathtub
is a good
drain.
idea.
If you
Yeah.
just had
Disposal
something to
down
go
there?
like, zzz,
Yeah.
chop up the long hairs and stuff, you know, that get all collected. Not a
Yeah.
bad idea.
That should be mandatory in every sort of drain.
Yes.
Any water
punishable by death.
Yeah.
I saw a thing.
If you don't install it.
What's that
as
show?
a plumber.
Magnolia Farms.
Yeah.
Who are those guys? Chip and
Joanna Gaines.
They were doing like
My loves.
They were doing like a remodel.
Demo day.
One of those like knock this wall down kind of vibe. But they were putting a bathroom. They wanted to put a bathroom in on this corner of this house, and like the way that they had to do it was they had to like jerry rig the plumbing.
Yeah.
And the only way for it to work
Tear up
was
the floors.
Basically, the pipe that they needed, they had to like route it a weird way around
had to
the
lay
outside.
some pipe?
Well, and it had to have essentially a garbage disposal type device in the pipe somewhere for the poo-poo to get chopped up so that it would fit into this other part of the plumbing.
Oh
and go
my
down.
gosh.
It was like,
Wow.
it was weird.
What happens in those situations usually is Joanna will be like, Chip,
Yeah.
Chip, I need a bathroom in this corner.
Yeah.
In this corner, honey? Yep, right here in this corner. It's going to be perfect for them. It's going to be really great for their family. Right here in this corner, honey, we're gonna have to route the plumbing in a weird way. We're gonna have to put a drainage thing to chop up the poo-poo so it can go down to the tiny hole.
I forget what it was called.
She's like, yep, okay, well, he's like, yes, ma'am. All right, we'll get on it.
Yep.
Go take care of the babies.
Yeah.
Bring my babies.
Like I was watching it just then. That's weird.
Say hi, mama.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, I don't know if it's worth it. I feel like that's gonna be a problem.
She tells him what she wants. He tells her why it's going to be really hard to do.
Yeah.
And then she's like, okay.
Yeah.
And then he does it.
Yep. Yep.
I love that show, man.
Giddy up.
What show is that?
I can't think of the name. Fixer Upper.
Yeah.
I was like, Flipper Flop? No, that's the other one.
Fixer Upper.
Flipper Flopper?
My one main criticism with their whole lives, with anything they've ever done, was it was like Chip's dream to, and because they have so many things, you know, now they're in Target, they have like a magazine, they have like a little cupcake shop that she wanted to have.
Yeah.
His dream was to have, so they do all these things beyond just the show. His dream was to have like a diner, and he wanted to call it Chip's Diner.
That's cool, yeah.
And he bought this big historic place that was shutting down in town, and it was going to be like whatever, demolished or whatever. So he kind of saved it. It was like pretty cool. He's like, I want to call it Chip's Diner.
Yeah.
And they went forward on this whole thing. They were building it out. Oh man, I can't wait for Chip's Diner, you know. And then like right towards the end, she's like, Chip, I think, you know, I just feel like Magnolia Table. Magnolia Table.
Oh no.
And he's like, what? And he's like, well, I don't know. He's like, okay, honey. Yeah.
Oh no.
And they changed it to Magnolia Table. And I'm like,
why?
Give him his freaking diner, man. You got the magazine, you got Target, you got the show, you got your cupcake shop, you got all this other stuff.
He just wants his diner.
And it's still like in the world, is in the expanded universe of Magnolia Farms and whatnot.
Yeah. I like the name Chip's Diner.
Yeah.
And it's in, you could have the word Magnolia somewhere on there, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
A Magnolia restaurant or something.
Yeah.
You know, Chip's Diner, a Magnolia restaurant. It's still part of the world in an expanded universe. It's actually kind of
Expanded
be cool
Chip and Joanna Gaines universe.
What really,
Yeah.
sometimes I wonder if she wants it to work if Chip wasn't there. She wants to kind of be, she wants to think that she's kind of like Oprah. Like I can kind of hold this whole thing up on my own. I can have a magazine where I'm on the cover only, and I can, you know, design my designs. That's what's really important here.
Right. But it's like LaserLion, you know.
But it's really like, I don't think she would have been successful at all without Chip whatsoever.
No, yeah.
But it's a team.
Yeah, exactly.
She's great.
Yep.
You know,
The
they're
dynamic
good together.
that they create together
Yeah.
is what is their brand or whatever.
And sometimes I feel like maybe subtly she wants to think that it could exist without him being part of it, or at least like as a face of it.
Right.
I don't know if that's true, but yeah.
What do you got going on there?
I hit a button and a bunch of nonsense popped up on
Oh, is it
screen.
going to pop up on here? Something's
Maybe.
going on with our stream. It's like buffering. I wonder if we're going to
Is there
lose
blood
it.
in the stream?
Yeah, I got blood in the stream.
Oh, maybe touch that A7S.
Touch it?
Like touch the button.
This here?
Be careful. Don't depress it too much, but enough to wake it up.
Yeah, wake it up.
I mean, it's still going good.
But remember, like
Right?
that's what
Here I am.
that's what made us lose the thing last time.
Yeah, well, it just died, I think. Well, no, we were able to turn it back
Yeah, it
on.
didn't die. But
Did
anyway,
anything happen?
I don't know.
I don't know. We're still trying to figure out all this channel switching and everything.
how do you guys like our camera switching
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think?
and our setup? Comment down
But yeah,
below.
it's been on like a buffering wheel for a hot minute.
Oh, so it's probably not even working.
I don't know.
We can always go to it on the internet and see.
But it's buffering on my end.
Y'all remember Real Player?
Yes.
What's that?
It was the thing
music
that was always buffering.
Oh,
Every time you tried to
yes.
watch a video with Real Player,
What was the other? What was the other music player?
there was Winamp.
Winamp. Yes, Winamp was awesome.
Kicks the llama's ass, or so it would have like a weird. Every time you open it up,
you could change the Winamp skins on your.
yep. I had the coolest skins. I used to
Let's go
mod
back to
everything.
that. Those were fun times.
Winamp was great. I loved Winamp. Yeah, Real Player. That thing was such garbage, and it was everywhere in the like late '90s, early 2000s.
Yeah.
It's just the internet's not working. I don't think. Oh no, it is. Well, is it?
I don't know. Man, we hit technical difficulties like right around this time last time.
Maybe my
Maybe not.
Facebook's being dumb, but I can't
Gremlins.
get the internet to load it.
Should we open that door?
Yeah, maybe
Maybe.
we're
Either we're blocking the internet.
the internet's out here, isn't it?
Oh,
Oh, the Wi-Fi. Come to us. Oh, it's flowing like wine
I
now.
feel that Wi-Fi coming
The
in.
draft of Wi-Fi.
Oh man, come on,
I
Wi-Fi.
forgot the routers in our office.
That's a lot of Wi-Fi coming. Yeah, the internet ain't working. The Wi-Fi's down.
Oh man,
Our
the
live stream
mainframes.
hasn't been going for all this
The
time.
mainframes have broken.
It started off good. We did Oscar stuff, and then it died.
yeah.
Oh
maybe not,
man.
But if you're still here,
Still here.
So then, if like this was on Magnolia Farm, they have to call up the homeowner. Hey, how you doing? Oh, great. Yep. Oh yeah, everything's going good. Listen, there's one problem. The internet wasn't working for half that live stream. It's gonna be $4,000 extra. Do you have it?
oh,
I'm sorry. Thanks for understanding.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Bye-bye now.
oh, take care then. Okay, now bye bye.
Okay. Bye-bye then.
I'm gonna hit refresh. I think our internet is down.
Yeah.
Refresh it.
What?
Lunch.
Lunch? Is that lunch? Well, again, here on the LaserLion Podcast, we've run into a little technical issue.
Don't worry. We'll export it and post the whole thing if
Yeah.
something horrible happened.
Yeah, but I can go ahead and. Well, do I even need to wrap it up? Do I need to like play the little closer?
Yeah, because for the posterity.
Yeah, posterity.
Okay. All right. Well.
And we'll see how it works. It'll be a
Yeah,
test.
I'm gonna get it going here.
Yeah, get it going and do.
See, I think we have like about a minute to sign off. So, any
Yeah.
closing words? Make sure if you do want to do this podcast contest with us for the Oscars.
Yeah, I guess
Make sure you do
YouTube
that.
comments can work too because
Oh, yeah.
at this point the video's on YouTube
Oh, right.
and you'll be commenting on YouTube comments.
Like,
So-
subscribe to our stuff, comment anywhere you see this video.
You can't win unless you subscribe to us on Facebook or something.
Subscribe to us
And
on Facebook and
Instagram.
Instagram and YouTube. Like and subscribe.
Um,
Comment get us your prediction in any way you want. But
Yep.
you post it on this video if you see it. And then the winner, most
$100.
accurate, $100. Chris, how can you fight that? We're here for you, people. We love you.
Yeah, I love you.
This is your podcast. We talk about what you want to talk about.
the People's Podcast.
Yeah.
We'll see you next time on the LaserLion.
I'm Philip Shuck.
I'm Trevor Cruz.
I'm trying to.
Thanks for listening.